Right, hopefully this works alright. So I'm going to see if I can stream this. I'm not going to do the single player. What I'm going to do is maybe mess about on zombies. I could try and do a couple of multiplayer games. Obviously, if I'm doing multiplayer, I can't really read and respond to the chat. So, wait till some people get on first anyway. It looks like the stream's running, so I just have to hope a notification gets sent out. So we'll see, because obviously YouTube doesn't always send out notifications, which is really, really helpful. Alright, AK, right, I guess a notification has gone out if you're here. So what I was saying is, I'll probably just have to do something like zombies, because if I'm trying to do multiplayer, I won't be able to read and reply to the chat. Oh yeah, Outbreak's the map, isn't it, on zombies? So, yeah, I can do that. I can do some of the other ones as well if people just want to see them. But, yeah, so Outbreak's like the big open world type thing, isn't it? So I might as well just do that, as you said. So if you just want to see some of the classes I've got set up. Now, obviously, a load of the guns in this don't have their real names. So the QBZ-83 is the Chinese assault rifle, isn't it? I can't remember what that's real name is. Some of them have real names, some don't. The EM2 I'll probably end up using because, you know, I like the EM2, although I've obviously put better stuff on it than what it is with stock, because 1.5 scopes are just useless. Probably Dan. Alright, Mr. Livera, if I didn't say hello already. Because, yeah, like I said, playing regular online, the problem is, like, obviously I'm not going to be able to really read the chat, so I'll just do solo on the, Outbreak map or whatever. There's not going to be a nuclear, Armageddon over Ukraine, but there's probably going to be a new Cold War, if we're not already in a new Cold War. Alright, Dan, very busy day at work, as in we were busier today than we were in December, which made absolutely no sense to any of the staff, but shit happens. So, you know, people decided it was almost like December today, when it wasn't. So anyway, yeah, let's do play, do solo, and then we want to do Outbreak solo, don't we? Because that's the one that's the big open world map thing. But yeah, otherwise, Dan, I'm not feeling too bad, thanks. Just quite tired because of how bad, like I say, work was, in the sense that if we'd have known how busy it would have been, we'd have had enough staff rotated in like it was December. But, you know, we had the amount of staff you'd normally have on a very quiet month. Yeah, it's Call of Duty. Fluzzy. Just going to mess about on zombies or chatting with people. I ended up just getting this the other, like, week and ended up really liking it, weirdly. Even though I didn't think I'd like any of the new Call of Duties at all. But this, what surprised me actually, is the new Call of Duties don't run on the same old engine they've been using for ages. So it actually plays a lot better, because it's not running on the really old Quake engine like they use from COD 1 all the way to at least Modern Warfare 3, probably beyond that. Not on the stream, American Pride. I'm doing that off stream, but I'm not going to do it on the stream. We're just going to do this so we can chat more easily. So yeah, we might as well use the EM2. Right. You have to let me know if any of the volumes are too loud, and then I can adjust them in the options to make them quieter compared to my microphone. So, how big's this map? This isn't one of the biggest ones, is it? But yeah, I do like the EM2 now I've unlocked it. There's also a PM63 in this game, but whether or not I'll be able to find it doing zombies, you know, rather than playing as an actual class that's already got it pre-set up. But yeah, so like I said, at least my throat and all the breathing's been definitely getting better over the last few days. Is the Milano meant to be an Uzi? Because, like I said, weirdly a load of the guns have different names in this, don't they, due to, like, copyright bollocks. Which always annoys me in games when they've renamed guns. But half the guns in this have the real names, which is really annoying. Like, the EM2 is an EM2. You know, the AK-47 is obviously like an AKM. There's all that stuff, but some of the guns have different names, which is really annoying. The thing I don't like about it is obviously just the fact that it's only 1.2 zoom. I obviously like getting more zoom on a rifle scope, but if I had to own one as a civilian, an AR-15, if I got the choice between like any of the AR platform guns, you know, commercially available, and any of like the commercially available AK-74 type guns, I'd rather have an AK, like one of the really high-end AK-74s. The zombies do have health bars, yeah, but most of them die from a single headshot, especially if you're, you know, you've got an upgraded gun. But they had health bars in all of the Call of Duties, really. Anyway, so we could go do an objective, or we could just wander around the map a bit and talk. So yeah, when I'm in the open world bit, it is quite easy to chat with people, because I can obviously keep looking at the chat and I don't have to worry too much about dying, because I shouldn't be able to get swarmed very easily. What's that thing making weird, like, kids laughing noises? What's that? Did I shoot it? Oh, is it like something that produces stuff? I don't know. I've not actually seen one of those before. But I've not played loads of this game mode before. Oh, see, so you shoot it and it drops stuff. Okay. The Dushka is more powerful, isn't it? It's actually a bigger cartridge for the Dushka. So probably the Dushka, I mean the M2 Browning is a classic, but I suppose if you were using one for anti-material use, the Dushka is better because it penetrates more armour. I mean the zombies can certainly jump a bit too high, can't they, in this? But... oh look, that one's got a GP5 on. I won't kill him straight away so you can see it, but GP5, look. Oh, I should have actually shot him in the chest, shouldn't I? Then we could have looked at the mask. I'll do that the next time I get one of those. That one's not got one, has he? No. I mean, you could mount either, couldn't you, Flazzy? But yeah, the Dushkas are really cool just because, again, M2 Browning's really cool. It's just the fact it's even bigger than an M2 Browning. And I know from playing Arma 2, the Dushka is definitely better when you're actually shooting at lightly armoured vehicles. Because, again, it's a bigger cartridge. I'm just seeing which ones have a gas masks on. Does that one have a gas mask? Or is that just his head? Oh, that's just got a balaclava on. So yeah, I'm not used to a Call of Duty game having massive maps, but I'm assuming this is from their like Battle Royale sort of mode, is it, these maps? That I know was like their big thing they made recently that I've got really no interest in. But I guess I'll play it if I already own a game that I can technically play it on without, you know, having to spend more money. They had loads of weird mismatched equipment in Yugoslavia. Because, like, Yugoslavia literally used whatever they could get their hands on. And they bought stuff from, you know, like, anybody that would sell them stuff, you know, especially during, like, the Cold War. So that's why they have a load of indigenous guns, and then, like, guns from loads of different nations, because they just buy whatever they could get their hands on. Right, I'll wait till I see another zombie of a GP5 so I can, have a proper look at it. Ooh, a proper grenade, is it? Yeah, frag. So what's that thing over here? This icon like a boss or something? I was just like hunting down a specific zombie or something. Right, we might as well do that if that's a thing before doing the proper objective. But as I said, this isn't really playing the game mode, this is more just having a chat while we mess about in it. But I thought this might interest some people, you know, because I'm playing as a guy with an S6 gas mask on, there's enemies like with GP5s on, it's Cold War guns, which are always interesting. Oh, is it the Orc that always spawns? Oh, it's actually randomised, okay. Because last time I played this map, it was an Orc down here. So the Bullfrog's going to be a Bison, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to be a Bison submachine gun, isn't it? Looking at the body of it. Is the Bison, isn't it? Or is the Bison the Bullpup, like, AK thing? I can't remember now. But it's the Russian, like, submachine gun with the drum mag underneath. That this is anyway. It's definitely not called a Bullfrog in reality, but I don't actually know what its real name is off the top of them. Oh, Bison. Yeah, it is the Bison. Yeah, because see, it's got that, the bit where his hand is underneath is actually the mag. It's got the numbers on, obviously that indicates the rounds. It's like 50 round drum, isn't it? It's quite a cool thing. How practical they are in reality, I don't know, but it is a cool design, because it's a bit like the P90, where it has that kind of like mag that doesn't, you know, stick out too much for the big capacity of it. Is that a Trabant? Looks a bit like a Trabant. So yeah, it's kind of weird playing a Call of Duty game with vehicles in it. It's stuck on my camera. Anyway, let's go to that objective. No, I didn't put the handbrake on. Look, it's rolling. Yeah, I was just saying, and no handbrakes, it obviously just rolled backwards. Oh, is that one for GP5? Right, okay. Let's have a look at him. Yeah, so that's clearly meant to be a GP5, isn't it? Or a Shum 62U, whatever you want to call it. So it's, the bit where his mouth is obviously ripped up. You can see a bit of his face leaking out there. Oh, his eye's not actually in line with the thing either, look. Because his eyes are actually there, are they? Or is that just meant to be like weird growths on its head? Maybe that is meant to be the eyes there, I'm not sure. But yeah, so there's a GP5 and this obviously it doesn't break. Oh, does it have the plug in it? Yeah, they've still done that, look. Every single game can never get this right. Well, some games get it right, but it's actually at least green in this, but look. It's got the plug in it. It's got the plug in it. They didn't model a filter that's actually opened. It's got the plug in it. It's been at all place. M60. You don't need M60. Anyway, I'll go have a look at whatever that other objective was in a minute. Is that a drivable truck? No. The only thing I wonder with North Korea, though, sometimes of like their military marches, if it's real equipment, or you know, if it's just stuff they've like mocked up to try and look tough in their things. Because a lot of like weird poor nations do that, you know, when they mock stuff up for military parades, it isn't actual equipment. Well, technically, if he had a GP5 on, he wouldn't be a Russian soldier; he'd be a Russian civilian. But yeah, I wouldn't expect that level of accuracy from this. But yeah, because it's a civil defence mast, not actually a military one. Military ones have slightly different designs and designations. So is that actually a tank I can drive? What's that weird noise coming from a building? Oh, it's the little loot chest one. No, so you can get in a tank. What's that meant to be, a T-72 or something? So anyway, let's go have a look at that objective, wherever it was. Is it not there anymore? Oh, it is. It's just wasn't showing up when I was in the tank. Okay. What was that, Dan? Sorry, I didn't see your comment. Oh, you joined a shooting club the other week. Oh, but a waiting list till September. Oh, that's cool, but yeah, till then you can practice with an air gun in your garden, like Flazzy said, or whatever. It's going to be just to the east, isn't it? Not the zombie. Oh yeah, it's showing up on the map. But it's a bit impractical driving a tank around. No, that's quite easy to just blow stuff up with a tank. Does it have a machine gun on it as well? Or is that in a different seat? Oh yeah. The running ones are a bit annoying. Not running ones, the crawling ones, just because you can never seem to kill them when you're in a vehicle gun suit. Well, like I said, I don't think it's going to be World War III. I think it's going to be a new Cold War. We're kind of already in it, but I mean, in some ways it would be actually quite stupid for Russia to actually invade Ukraine at this point, considering how many like anti-armor and anti-aircraft weapons Ukraine's been supplied with by like NATO countries recently. Although I think the Russians would obviously win if they invade Ukraine, I think they'd lose so many soldiers and equipment doing it, it would kind of, you know, knock their superpower status, if you kind of understand that. You know, like, in terms of like vehicle losses they take, I don't think it would be worth it. But again, the problem is with like people like Putin and lots of leaders, you know, as they get older, they want to do stupid legacy stuff, like, you know, oh, I was the president that did this, even if it fucks their entire country over. I'll swap the Bison for the SKS with all the weird upgrades on it. Anyway, I was going to go find that zombie thing, wasn't I? It's probably moved around, unless I've actually killed it or something. I don't know. Is it popping up anywhere on my radar? No. Okay, I guess it's dead. Let's go see what that other objective thing was. Skyfox, it's hard to say because it's basically when people stop using it. There's lots of equipment that's technically obsolete, but loads of countries still use it. 130,000 troops is easily an invasion force, considering that the entire British Army doesn't number 130,000 troops anymore. Again, how many troops did we have in Desert Storm, or, you know, like the war in Iraq? You don't need that many if you're doing kind of a rush type thing. 130,000 troops would easily be enough to take Kiev. It's just, you know, what would their casualties be like? Anyway, let's go have a look at that other objective where it was up here. But all the people excited for Stalker 2, you're not going to get a Stalker 2 if Ukraine gets invaded, just to point that out to you. Because GSC, the game studio, is Ukrainian. Yeah, but why would he put 130,000 troops on the border, is my opinion, if he's not planning something. Because bear in mind, they already took over Crimea. They've already taken over parts of the east of the country using separatist inverted commas, which definitely have Russian troops, just not wearing proper uniforms involved. So the idea that they're going to try and take more land by actual military force doesn't really seem questionable at this point. And remember, all this is happening because of how weak Biden is. Once there was the Afghan debacle, every country now is literally trying it on because they don't think America's going to do anything. That's the logic China's using as well at the moment. And it makes complete sense from their sort of perspective why they're doing that. Why is it always when I get like the double points and things like that, there's never any zombies around for me to shoot? But yeah, none of us know what's going to happen until it happens. So what does this do then? A black chest. That guy sounds trustworthy. That's not quite a bit of my health off, actually. That's kind of a bit like a poltergeist in Stalker, actually, that thing flying around like that. So can I actually kill that thing? Oh, there we go, yeah. I see, so I have to kill those things to open the box, right? Is that one down there? Yeah. Yep, I'm quite low on health. I'll read the comments in a minute when I've dealt with these zombies. It's more just trying to kill that flying thing that's annoying. So that's where a machine gun would actually be handy, as in like an M60 type machine gun. Yeah, it's knocking quite a bit of my health on off each time it hits me. Right, is it coming back again from somewhere? Didn't even see that coming. Is it getting even faster? Does it get faster as it gets lower on health or something? I don't know. That's not good. Oh dear. Let me just shoot a load of these before I revive, so I can kill them with the pistol. Right, where's that bloody flying thing? No. I assume there is some strategy for killing that more efficiently than what I'm doing. I got that one by accident then. So there's one more of them left. Run away, bravely run away. Yeah, like the thing is, like I said, I'm not an expert at Call of Duty at all. I know like the perks are obviously useful, but I'm just really just playing this to chat with people. In all honesty, like obviously if I find perks and that, I'll buy them as I find them, but Oh, that one was quite a bit easier, actually. Oh, let's get the nuke. There we go. Right, I might as well refill my ammo again now. Yeah, that's meant to be in a week or two, isn't it? The earth drying up for the like the mud drying up and icing over. Right, let's go back to that box and see what was in it. Swap. Do I want to swap that part? I suppose this one's got some attachments on. But so it's changed my EM2 into something else. So what does my new EM2 do for people who have played this game and actually know what it does? Yes, this is an SK. Well, the one I had was an SKS. The Chinese did actually make an SKS with a detachable magazine. I thought it was called the Type 56, wasn't it, rather than the Type 63 like it's called in the game, and I don't think they were that common. I know in America, though, you can buy an adapter for SKSs that kind of let you use AK mags on them. It's like a weird thing that adapts the... you take out the internal magazine, you fit this adapter in, and then AK mags fit into that, I think. So it's possible to do with a conventional SKS, but it's like, you know, you need like a custom part to do it, essentially. It's not like you can just load an AK mag into it. Although, oh, that's the Type 63 that's I was using. Might as well go to that objective, I guess. Oh, is that a perk thing down there by the look of it? So, Juggernog increases health. let's get that then. And that's the exact amount for getting it. Oh, I can't get it up, I see. Speak at a real faster. I suppose Tombstone Soda sounds useful. Right. Which one on the EMC2? Oh yeah, I didn't even notice it was changing until you said that. I thought it was just like light reflecting off of it, but yeah. Right. Might as well go to that actual main objective thing, because that should be fairly easy to do, because we don't have to leave this map once we've done that. We can just wander around and do more other stuff. But as I said, I'm mainly just doing this so we can have a chat anyway in the comments. Alright, Rich. Sorry, didn't see you come on till just now. What's the gun on this one? Oh, it's a pistol, don't really want a pistol. Unless that's a daily objective thing. What's that? Oh, get 200 eliminations with pistols. Well, we might as well replace the Bison with a pistol then. Just for doing that daily challenge type thing. No, I'd rather have like a magazine-fed pistol than a revolver, but still. Yeah, like I said, it was just crazy how busy work was today, because generally where I work, you get like the general retail kind of thing, you know, where months that you expect shops to be busy, they're busy, but this time of year they never are. But we were really busy today, which was crazy. Like, I don't know why people decided today was a day they wanted to go out, go shopping and like do loads of other stuff, but apparently they did. So yeah, I'm going to try and get the video on the Remploy NBC suit done this week. Oh, was that? I just saw, yeah, that monster symbol thing up there, so I'm just going to, before I go up to that portal, I'm just going to go see if I can kill that thing that's, like, the specialist zombie or whatever it is. I guess it's that thing then, the Mangler, right. Oh yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? The EM2 with the upgrade. So yeah, that EM2 certainly killed that boss thing very easily. Might as well go do that objective now. Just it was saying there were zombies over there, but I suppose that's one there, isn't it? I can carry more ammo for this now as well, yeah, because it's up to like over 600 rounds for it rather than 300, whatever it was. Obviously people who play this will know all this, but I don't, because I don't really play this like up until a few days ago, so. And with the zombies mode, I've only in yesterday found out there was this open world mode. Most of the time I was just doing the, you know, conventional zombies maps where you have the barricades and the... So this is just like defend the room, isn't it? Until shadowy monkey, don't get it. Well, strawberries are sweeter than grapes, but grapes you can make wine out of, so probably grapes. Yeah, strawberries with cream and sugar, though, are really nice, aren't they, Fuzzy, as you were saying? I don't know, I'm reloading so often, seeing as I've got so many rounds in the magazine for this now. I'll go to the chat in a minute once I've done this bit of the timer. Actually, no, I want Semtex, don't I, rather than Threads. I don't think I've ever tried strawberry wine litter picker. I'm using a mouse and keyboard. There's very few games I use a controller for on PC, mostly only stuff that's vehicle based. Because analog sticks and, you know, like triggers are much better for accelerating and steering with than keyboard and mouse. I've got, if I want to ever plug it in, like an actual proper joystick for like aircraft simulator type games, but I very rarely play them, to be honest. Is there anything else worth doing here before I head over to the exit thing? No, I've never bought from a place called Romanian Surplus, as far as I'm aware. Do they sell Romanian Surplus by any chance? What's that, dual wielder Magnum? Well, that's better than the current one I was using anyway. This has 9 shots in each as well. That's definitely a better pistol to go in that pistol slot. Who is Fuzzy? Oh, as in, like, because I can't go to Chernobyl. Well, at the moment, there's no point even planning to go anywhere due to, like, all the COVID shit. I'm not, and also I need to save money in all honesty, so yeah, I don't plan on really going anywhere yet. I want to go to the US for obvious reasons, but, yeah, at the moment, because I need to get those 4 new tyres at some point, like in a month or 2, yeah, it's probably not even worth me thinking about that sort of stuff at the moment. Yeah, best not to tempt myself with those sort of ideas. At least somebody with a Swiss Army knife was nice enough to help you. I generally hate bottles with corks in. Like, not all of them, but there's so many bottles I've, you know, like, had with corks where they've had slightly dodgy corks that never come out properly and then leave a load of cork residue in the bottle. Because I guess companies use the cheapest corks possible. Does that make this even stronger? Yeah, I've been there on Flight Simulator, Dan. It's not completely properly modelled, as in the nuclear plant looks a bit weird. Also, like, the cool thing is Pripyat does look really grassy, so that kind of is modelled right. But yeah, obviously the thing is with Flight Simulator, unless they've made an area using the specific models, it kind of just uses, you know, like, random building models to fit the shape of the buildings. So lots of, like, places will look a bit weird, unless they're not modelled properly. So, like, a lot of palaces look like warehouse buildings, if that makes sense. If you, like, fly over, you know, like a stately home. Because it just sees a big building, it makes it look like a warehouse complex.
Strike team, we've lost comms with a scientific research unit at a mobile data station in your region.
My team will handle this, Gray. We'll report in when we reach the site.
It's quite dark on this map, in terms of, like, when you're looking through the scope, seeing what where the zombies are. What, synthetic corks? Yeah, I suppose so, yeah, if they don't break down. Because that's apparently a lot of the stuff, the problem with plastics, isn't it? That lots of them aren't recyclable plastic, they're single-use plastics. Or something like that. Another thing with this is like I can see those fine when I'm not in the scope, but as soon as I go to the scope it's too dark to see them. It's not a massive problem, it's just obviously because the scope makes everything darker. Let's see what that icon is again. Is that one of those? Oh yeah, floating. Yeah, I was trying to do that pistol thing, wasn't I? So get 200 kills with pistols. Right. Oh, that guy looks a bit scary. Again, I don't know, I keep reloading after every few shots, it's a force of habit. Ooh, death machine, eh? Let's ignore the pistols for now. Oh, is it? Oh, I see. I can pick that up as well as everything else. This is like a little island thing, is it? Yeah. When you say GP5 filter, that's not a mask. A GP5 filter is a filter, not a mask. Do you mean a GP5 mask? It sounds like you're just reading out a load of buzzwords from an advertising page. But the GP5 is a very old retro mask that I would not rely on if you actually had to rely on a mask. It's a cool mask for what it is if you want one as a collector's item. And don't breathe through old filters. I actually like that shotgun, but I'm trying to do that bloody pistol thing. Is that another boss thing over there? It's not very accurate, is it, when you're just going full auto? Get a bit closer. Oh, there's somebody up there anyway. Yeah, I suppose it depends on how good quality the scope is, though, Flazzy, isn't it? Because obviously, low quality scopes generally do make stuff darker, but that's just because they're not very good scopes. Right, it's probably close enough that I can aggro it now. Oh. What are those things? RCXD, I don't need that. See anybody doing anything interesting soon? I'm not. Like I said, I've got loads of stuff I want to do videos on, it's just getting the time to do them at the moment. But yeah, hopefully in the next couple of days I'll get the Remploy NBC suit video up. So it'll be opening it out with its vacuum packaging and like trying it on and seeing how much I like it. But the Remploy NBC suits are meant to be really nice in terms of like compared to the standard British Army ones. It's past 12. I'd like one of the pistols that spawns to be the PM63, because that'd be actually really fun to use as a pistol. I've got it for another class, but I'm obviously not going to switch to it right now. She's saying that after I die in this, I could technically just do a quick round of regular zombies using the PM63. Mike's done brewing quite a few times, but I assume he's hungover today because he did a drunk stream last night, didn't he? At the moment, I'm just trying not to have any alcohol for a while, just because of the fact it seems even if I drink only a little bit at the moment, it sets my lungs off a bit. You know, like all the problems I've been having with all the phlegmy shit in my lungs. So I'm thinking at the moment I'm just going to try not drinking until that's totally cleared up. Like no beer, you know, no cider, no wine, no spirits. Just teetotal until it's cleared up, and then I can start drinking again. Just because I don't want to have, like, you know, any risk of side effects at the moment where it's just being annoying and lingering a bit. How close are we getting to that thing? Yeah, still only like a quarter of the way there. I was in bed fairly early last night because obviously I was working today and I was working all of yesterday. And we were very, very busy the last couple of days, so... Pack a punch. Oh, I only need about 3,000 more, so let's see if we can get about 3,000 more. I keep forgetting I've got the special thing as well, haven't I, that? So I need 1,000 points more. Okay. So what am I meant to do with this? Take it somewhere. Oh, I see. Yeah, take it over there. Right.
Think this one's not quite dead. Sending out a signal of some kind.
It's ringing the damn dinner bell.
I suppose now is a good time as any to try your death machine.
Protect the station until data upload is complete.
There's more coming, is what I mean. If they destroy that machine, we'll lose our valuable intel. Just need a little more time. Specimen analysis.
I suppose I might as well put one of those down there, hadn't I? I'll read the chat again in a minute when I've done this bit. Oh. Let me just put another one of these down.
Specimen analysis complete. Got everything you need, Doctor?
Transfer successful. My lab will begin analysis immediately. Hopefully they might even learn something.
Beacon site identified. Proceed with ready.
Right, anyway, I was going to get that upgrade thing from downstairs, wherever it was, wasn't it? Yeah, like I said before, I'm really looking forward to Half-Life 2 Overcharge. I just don't know when the release date is this month. It's definitely meant to be February, they said on the release date, but I don't know, you know, when about this month it's meant to be, because annoyingly there isn't like an actual date. But I suppose it's only like 2.5 weeks to the end of the month now, isn't it? So in theory, it shouldn't be that long. hope all the sheep are alright, Fluzzy. But yeah, have a good evening. I'll play this for a bit longer because I'll see how long I can go till I actually die in this mode, and then I'll do a quick thing in the regular zombies mode so people can see that pistol that, you know, like the one I've actually got. There it is. Well, I don't want to do it using this gun, I want to do it using this gun. There we go. Ammo mods. Ah, cool, so this is the thing, so actually I can afford these as well. Let's do the explosive damage one as well. E equals... oh, it's not E equals MC2, but still that would be quite funky. E equals MC2. Right. Now let's go, whatever the objective thing is, anomaly. Let's go over there and see what that does. Yeah, have they given the release date for Fallout London? Or is it like, you know, like, well, some people do, they do like the quarter, like, you know, like it will be the first quarter of 2022, don't they, or that sort of thing? Or have they just not given a release date at all? Because, I mean, the thing I don't like release dates is when, you know, a thing does a release date, but then they keep pushing back the release date. I'd much rather if a company doesn't know when something's coming out, they're just quite vague about it, but, if a company does know roughly when they are releasing something, I do like it when, you know, they actually give an accurate release date. Can I get on that roof? I suppose I can jump up on something like that, can't I, first, and then... there we go. Let's grab... oh, no, I want Semtexes rather than regular frogs. Oh, didn't see him coming. Yeah, also Litter Picker, I wonder if it'd be healthier alcohol if it's not got lots of different chemicals in. I mean, I know alcohol is still harmful being alcohol in too much, like, amounts. But I'm just wondering, you know, if it'd be better than the ones with all the preservatives put in, like, when you typically buy alcohol. Just a thought. What's this for? Oh, it's a thing to exit the level, I think. Might as well reload faster, that sounds useful. Get some more Semtex. Don't have enough to do tier 3 damage. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Fallout. Is Fallout London one that's going to be free, or is it like a paid-for standalone sort of mod? Either way, I'll probably get it. But I don't know actually how they're going to be doing it. No, I don't like the harvesting ones because they seem a bit buggy. Oh well. Seems like most of the zombies are armoured now. Probably not all of them, but... so my gun does just not quite enough damage to one hit kill them, that's not. Yeah, because I know sometimes like the mods that are in development for ages are the ones that you know, end up being you know, like £5 sort of paid for mods sometimes, unless the company's really greedy. Also depends sort of what licensing type thing they have with Bethesda as well. Yeah, like I said, I think Half-Life 2 Overcharged is going to be a paid-for thing, because they said it's coming out on Steam, but if it's been in development for several years and Valve have said, you know, like, obviously sell it and we get a cut of it, I don't blame them for doing that. And I imagine it'd only be a £5 or something for that. But considering how much I like Half-Life 2, I really wouldn't mind paying for something like that. So what's that red thing then? I think it's a portal of some sort. Oh, deploy parachute, that was lucky. I was looking at the chat then. So that's the objective, where it's like you take that somewhere, don't you?
Harvester team is KIA. You'll need to complete the extraction process.
Delirium samples are essential to my work. Handle with care. It is not entirely stable.
Or is that like a big boss thing now? Okay, let me run away a moment. Bravely run away. Yeah, that was more what I meant, stuff made by big business, litter picker. Because there's definitely been preservatives that have been found, you know, later on to cause cancers or like lots of other problems. Right, let's see what this boss thing was then. No, I'm not getting swarmed by zombies. And it wasn't that guy I was thinking of. That big guy. He's got massive health. Oh, it heals himself as well. That's not very fair. That's more like it. Oh, I'm dead. Let's see what G does. Tombstone Shadow. Am I going to die anyway? I don't know. Or do I have to get... Oh, I see. I revived myself with it. Right. No, never mind. I'm dead. Right, what I'll do is I'll go on the regular zombies mode quickly to show people the PM63, seeing as it's in the game. If I ever get my hands on one, I can review it. But if I can't get my hands on one, no. Which one's a GP21? Let me just Google it, because I have a feeling I have reviewed something very similar to that. Oh, it's the modern PMK5, isn't it? Yeah, I've never been able to get a hold of one. Hype tried to get me one at one point, you know, like to buy it through him, but I think they kept selling out before we had a chance to get one. So that's the sort of thing of, I might get one at some stage. It's the sort of mask I'd like to get, but modern masks are very hard to get normally, especially foreign ones. Oh, that's very interesting, I see. Right, anyway, let's, so yeah, if I go to weapons, create a class, so custom one. So you might recognise this. Let me take all the attachments off of it first. The mag's actually too big, because the real mag for it, yeah, is about that size. Although it's a 20 round mag, isn't it, on the one I have, even though it's, yeah, so if I just take that off a minute. So yeah, you should recognise that from my video I did on it recently. Oh, I've got it here, hang on, although you can't see it, and I can't show it on YouTube streams technically. I have actually got that here. Oh, let me have a look later, Dan. Favourite Cold War era mask, probably the S10. If I had to go older in the Cold War, probably the Finnish M61, weirdly. But yeah. Oh, it comes from Russia, yeah, so it might have a massive import charge, so yeah, I wouldn't risk it. Because when Hype was trying to get me one, he was like, you know, putting me directly in contact with a seller. But never mind, that's alright. But thanks anyway. But yeah, like I said, I'm at the moment I'm meant to be saving up for the tyres on my car anyway, and not buying more stuff. Right. So yeah, there's the PM63, so let's tactical it up anyway. Gets better accuracy of this one, so let's use that one. There's not vehicles, is there, in this? Might as well go for the one that gives the most accuracy. Let's go for the one that gives the most firepower. So that'd be that one. Yeah. Body. Steady aim laser. Magazine. Do I need to really bother the magazine? Speed tape. Let's do field tape. I've not unlocked the dual wield for it. Okay, I'll just keep the stock, the magazine as it is. Here it's reticles. Let's use that one. So why is it a different reticle in multiplayer than zombies? Not that I mind, it's just a bit of a weird... Or is it saying like you can switch between them? Yeah, I'll have that merked one anyway. So there's some camos for it as well, but... I don't know if I've even unlocked any of the ones for zombies, but... Probably wouldn't like the look of any of them. Oh, that kind of looks alright, but yeah, I like the PM63 as it looks. But... Alright, anyway, let's use this. Just do a game or two of the classic sort of zombies type thing. Forsaken you can get kills on quite quickly, can't you? So I need to get 150 kills with this to get that achievement. I do like the S6 as well from the Cold War, which the guy's wearing at the moment. The only thing I don't like about the S6 is it's got that kind of nauseating fisheye effect because of how the lenses curve around. Right, so you want to do custom one, which is the one with the PM63.
Teleportation successful. They
Oh, it does actually have the proper moving slide on the back of it, like the real PM63. Yeah. It's actually in Black Ops 1, the PM63. And they've actually detailed that handle right on that, unlike this, where your guy never deploys it. So on this, they've got like a laser sight stuck on the, you know, like the front grip. But in reality, it's just a folding down front grip. Is there an ammo crate anywhere over here? It's definitely not the best gun to use in this anyway. But, ah yeah, there is an ammo crate, good. It's just mostly the small mag that makes this not very fun. Oh, hang on. Insta-kill, right. Now that is fun. Assume I'm getting close to that thing. Another 100 to go. Yeah. Oh, it's insta-kill no longer on. Right, anyway, let me go to the teleporter now for the sort of next bit of the level. Let me just show Litter Picker's comment, hold this in a second and read what it was. Oh, you're all about the berries. Yeah, you're going to probably, yeah, like you said, eat the berries straight off of the bushes you find them. I've already done videos wearing a mask in public. You really need to watch my older videos. For 100k, like I've already said, I'm destroying the shittiest gas mask I own. Oh, I've got one on order, Dan. Hype managed to set me up with one. So yes, that's the last mask I've been ordering for a while, because like I said, I need to clear up some space and afford my tyres. But yes, I've got an FRR on order, so I can do some GSR comparisons with it. Oh. I'm stuck. Are these actually count towards the pistol kills them on the ground? No, I'm not going to find out. I'm sort of interested. Oh, that's useful. Oh, and that's also my shotgun, so I'll get that as my secondary. Armour, yes please. Burger August, please. Assume I can't buy another once I've had one. No. Right, anyway, let's go to that portal thing. Not portal, just the doorway thing. This place reminds me of that creepypasta, is it the Liminal Warehouse, if any of you know that one? Shit. That might be the end of me. Oh no. Okay. Just a minute. Let me use, this guy. Back to this guy again. So I'm 150 kills off that thing. Which probably isn't very practical without getting upgrades for this thing, but is that the upgrade? No, that's the thing that lets you make new guns, isn't it? Is that an upgrade thing, or can I not use that yet? No, it would be. Oh, that's the upgrade thing, isn't it? Weapon, tier 2 damage, there we go, that's at least something. So let's see if this is any better now. Obviously once I die this time I'll be off, because I've been on probably an hour and a half or so, have I? I don't think I started bang on 6, did I, tonight, but like I said, I just wanted to do a quick stream after work, and it's been a bit more than a quick stream, but it was more just because in this it's quite easy to chat and play a game. Although Dreams is better in a way for streams because people can suggest weird games to look up. Oh. Bonus points, okay. For now, it's something. Anyway, let's have a look. See, where am I meant to go next? Through on the buildings, I assume. Drink, recover, health, and revive faster. That sounds useful. I think about 100 to 200. You could probably look on Social Blade down and find out exactly how many it was, but so I don't think it was too bad this time, unless they're going to do some more at a later point. But yeah, it's definitely been worse on previous years. So I think there's been a couple of years where I've lost like a couple of thousand subs on the audits. But again, so that might have been like one of the first audits they actually did, where they just, you know, like then took off thousands of like dead accounts or whatever. I don't know. Oh, cool, I've completed that thing. Stim shot thing I can't be bothered to do. But...
Air is clear. You have the opportunity to evac.
I've never managed to do an evac thing by myself because it's you have to kill like a certain amount of zombies in a certain amount of time, don't you? And that's pretty much impossible if it's just you unless you have a really good bit of equipment. So I'll just keep going until I die. Suppose I might as well get off this roof. There we go. That's it. I can try that tombstone shadow thing anyway. If I can work out how to get over there, because that's in the way. Not through in the buildings, I assume. Well, that might actually make it a bit easier to do. No, I still can't work out. Zombies just spawning on the thing anyway. Oh well, I'm dead. What was that? So that's the Lano or the Uzi, whatever it is. I suppose I've had to go all the way around, wouldn't I? Never mind. Yeah, Dan. All right. Alright, so alright, Welsh Dan, you've come on just as I'm finishing the stream as usual. I think you're very good at timing that. Alright, tell you what, just because you've come on, I'll do one more quick game. Yeah, that's what it's been saying, Dan. It's generally always been saying around the end of Feb, like partway through March. It depends, although, because sometimes if they, like, you know, put one of my videos a bit more prominent, it would happen in a couple of days. Because I've had that before, you know, when my subs massively jump up. Because YouTube promotes on my videos a bit more. But, so let's see what upgrades I've unlocked now for that. Gunsmith. So I've got a better laser sight apparently than the one I was using. Makes it a bit slower, a bit more accurate. A magazine, 25 round mag. It slows the gun down a bit, but yeah, we won't use that for the next game. What upgrades the M2 were there? Did I get anything useful on that? A rack that increases accuracy, yeah. Don't really need a tactical stock, so I suppose I can use that to get the accuracy thing. There's a SUSAT site. Well, that'd be the ideal thing to put on this. But, yeah, I need to go up quite a lot more weapon levels of that to get the SUSAT. So I'll keep that 2x site on there for the time being. Just change that. Actually, put that site on. Actually, I want the red version of it. Right. Let's just see if I've got enough things to unlock. Is that skills? Yeah. And classes. Assault rifles. Can afford that, but is there anything that would be actually better to get now? Places gunboat with melee knife, that sounds kind of useful. Confirm. I can afford the next thing. Use prime melee weapon bonus damage. Let's just do the melee one. Because you end up using melee, I guess, quite a lot in zombies. Right. I'll do solo on a different map, this thing. You're typing something in, then Hank, YouTube doesn't like it, or YouTube has a list of blocked words and I don't know what they are, which you literally just can't say on YouTube. It will shadow ban your comments. Let's do the Berlin one, or I'll probably die pretty quickly on that. Token. Anything interesting? Double XP token for 30 minutes, why not? Let's put that on. But yeah, Welsh lad, Dan, I had a very busy day at work today, like a crazily busy day at work, you know, where we really weren't expecting it. We took the earnings today that we get from like a day in December, rather than the day in February, because February is really normally a quiet month, but no, we were busy in December, it made no sense, but maybe that's because of corona restrictions, I don't know. So I'm pretty tired, so yeah, once this stream ends, I won't be long before I go to bed. So Berlin, Germany, is this East or West Berlin though? I suppose if I could see any like vehicles, it'd be easy to tell if they're like Trabants or. Actually, I do prefer that reticle to the other one I was using. Might as well try and do the objectives, I guess. Yet safety was one of the words it sometimes seems to block as well, randomly. Again, we never figured out why some of the words, like, you know, that were shadow banned. Like, some of them would make sense if it was, like, to try and, you know, like, stop people talking about certain websites or, like, certain things going on in politics or whatever. I'd like some zombies to appear, because there's not much happening at the moment. Oh, it's East Germany, obviously, looking at the flag. Alright, we're in East Berlin. Okay. It is the DDR flag. Do I have to go back up there to find the zombies? Oh, no, are they down there now? Oh. Cooling down. I just want to kill some zombies. Right, the zombies here now? No, they're at the top now. This is really annoying. Do I just have to wait in one place long enough for them to, like, spawn? Oh, there's one. There we go, finally.
So much of what Omega has accomplished is based on her research. To think, all this time she had her own agenda. She deceived us all, myself included. I trusted her. She hid her family ties to folk, and her secret mission then. She must not succeed. Restore power to the district and contain her.
That's better, they're actually turning up to shoot now. Oh yes, I've actually got a knife. That's useful. Yeah, they've cancelled the thing though, Dan, because sadly some, you know, good-for-nothing do-gooder like literally contacted them to say, oh, you've given out cheques that are worth too much money, and then they cancelled them. You know, where some poor person might have actually got a load of money out of that. You know, and might have been able to do something good with their lives, but no. Somebody literally informed them before the money went into people's bank accounts. So yeah, I'd be very angry personally if, like, a bank or, like, you know, a very rich company did something in my favour like that. And then I didn't end up getting the money because somebody literally informed them, like, oh, I don't want this $3 billion that you gave me by mistake, even though you won't be able to claim it back if you've actually given it me. Yeah, exactly. Taking the interest on a couple of billion would probably be worthwhile. Right, so this is the next place I want to go. Can I use that power-up machine that was up here? That's what I want to check, or do I have to restore the power before they work? Oh yeah. That works, I think. Yeah. I'm definitely somebody that would... Well, the thing is, it depends who the money came from. Like, if you were defunding, like, a proper charity, I would legit feel bad if I tried to do something like that. But if it was a bank or a power company, you know, whatever. Especially because you're not really defrauding them, are you, if they've accidentally given you that money, and then they have to try and claim it back. Because then you could negotiate with them, say, how about I keep 100 million and give you the rest back? See, I'm being generous. But no, some do-gooder literally said, oh look, you know, this is on my bank statement, and then they instantly cancelled it. There's more with GP5s on this map, it seems. I suppose it's probably because it's like a communist block skin set or something for this one. Right, anyway, let's go to do the next objective. Buy more ammo again. So I want to go here and open this door, right, then downstairs, I assume. Oh, it's got the little DDR picture on there that's not loading in.
Tempests were critical to my inversion warheads. Remember? No one knew.
That's a tough bastard. Oh, he's almost killed me. Oh, fuck's sake. Right, I'll revive now I've killed that one.
You remind me of Son, always picking up random objects, but he is child with simple mind.
Right, Stug, I'm not going to be on very much longer, I'm afraid, because I've been on since just after 6. But I actually bought... nice to see you again, because I've not seen you in a while. But yeah, I bought Call of Duty Cold War, and I actually surprisingly liked it. because I was amazed to find out it wasn't using the old game engine they've been like struggling along with for ages. You know, like how Bethesda keeps using Gamebryo since forever. So this isn't on an old Quake engine like most of the old ones were. So it's actually a lot more fun. And because it's got cool, you know, Cold War stuff in it, even if a lot of it's been renamed to avoid copyright issues. Oh, so that's the Berlin Wall there, isn't it? So that's West Germany over there, look. So that's like a Checkpoint Charlie type thing. Yeah, interesting. Right, anyway. That was on the GP5 I just killed, but unfortunately I blew his head off, so you wouldn't have seen the, Right, anyway, I need to find the power thing. Is that down in the metro? Oh, I might as well get a secondary gun. Yeah, I've got the SKS, haven't I, again? I actually like the SKS. Right, there's one with a GP5. There you go. Oh, they just speak quickly on me. You're okay. Never mind. Anyway, let's go to the underground, like I was meant to be doing. Oh, thank you, Lost Reality. Let me just pause that. Yeah, thank you very much, Lost Reality. Yeah, it's the EM2, actually. But yes, it is. It's an actual EM2. I've just put a better sight on it. But yeah. The EM2 in this is the real EM2. So, yeah. So I guess the EM2 isn't a copyrighted gun, like some of the others are. Ah, shit, that's useful. Right, so I want to get to that button, I assume. What's this one do? You need to turn on the power first. Yeah. Ah, so is that the generator there? Wasn't it a spare fuse I got on the other objective thing anyway? No. Anyway, let's just follow the thing. Oh, another one of these boss guys. Damn it. Right, okay, let's see if the SKS is good against them. Can I use that on them? Oh, I'm dead. Never mind then. Right, that'll do for playing this on stream. There's a film about that, isn't there, Little Pick? I want to show you somebody who buys it, but is it The Man Who Would Be King or something like that it's called? About, like, some British guy or, like, you know, some other sort of colonial type guy who just decides he's going to run an African nation with his Martini Henry or whatever it is. Oh, and thank you again, Lost Reality. Let me, before I go off, Stug, let me just show you the weapon customization thing so you can see it. Because obviously, if I go into this... create a class thing. The actual EM2, so if I take all of the like upgrades off so it looks like it's real design, because in this you can put loads of upgrades on stuff. Right, what upgrades have I still got on there? Infiltrate grip, let's see if I've still got that general stuff there. Oh yeah, so that's what the actual EM2 looks like. It's an inspect thing that lets you, yeah, there we go. So that is pretty much the real EM2, like that. Because Forgotten Weapons has some videos on the EM2. Again, it's that really cool British prototype assault rifle we built, and the Americans scrapped the idea because no, you can't use the caliber you developed for it, you need to use 7.62 NATO. But unlike the SA-80, it was actually a good British bullpup. And for when it came out in like the 50s, it was a really sci-fi design. But yeah, I'd rather have an island to myself. You know, and what I was just showing some other people as well, Dan, is on the pistols, not Dan, sorry, Stug, is look what this is as well. So if we do inspect on this one, Z, It's the PM63 as well. It's in Black Ops 1, the PM63. There's an Enfield in Black Ops 1, isn't there? But it's like one of the prototypes of the SA-80, I think, in Black Ops 1. As in, like, one of the 1970s sort of designs of the SA-80. Because, again, there's, like, Forgotten Weapons videos on that. And the sad thing is, they were actually better than the end product of the SA-80, like the L85A1. Because the prototype ones actually had, like, a higher production value. You know, and then it was like every upgrade to them, upgrade inverted commas, is where the British government was like, yeah, but you need to make this cheaper to mass produce. So they like ended up, you know, making all the bits worse. So yeah, that's in this. I can show you actually all the guns. Obviously, 1911, not all of them have a real name. Magnum's meant to be like a Colt Python or something, I assume. So that's just like a little machine pistol. AP-63 said, and so what's that? Sort of shotgun. Anyway, in assault rifles, you've got the assume that's the XM4 is like a prototype M4, isn't it? So, AK, of course. So that actually is an AKM, isn't it? Because it's got the muzzle brake on it. The wood furniture actually looks like quite realistic wood on this, actually, with how it like does the varnish. But yeah, good old AKM. Krig 6 is the Swedish assault rifle, isn't it? I can't remember what its real name is. Basically the Swedish kind of like internally it's an AK. If I remember right. I think that's the one I'm thinking of anyway. Like, I think Sweden still uses that gun. That's the Chinese assault rifle, but I can't remember if it's actually called the QBZ-83 or if it's got a slightly different name. But, you know, the bullpup one they use. Yeah, China still uses that as their current thing, but they've got lots of different variants of it. It might be the AK-5C, I really can't remember the name of it. That's the FAMAS, with like a load of rails on it, but yeah, that's the FAMAS, that one. Groza, that was the one I think I was trying to think of earlier when I kept saying about the Bison, because the Groza's actually the real name of that one, isn't it? Which was the, like bullpup AK kind of thing the Soviets did, I think, as an experimental rifle. They're in Stalker, the Grozas, they're quite cool. Is it actually a 9x39mm? Hang on a second, let me see if, does it mention that? Oh, it just says 7.62, so maybe it is 7.62, but I thought in Stalker these were 9x39. Maybe not, I can't remember. So, anyway, so that's the Groza. That I've not unlocked, but looking at it, it looks a bit like an FN cow, or like one of the Brazilian, like foul copies. Actually, it's meant to be an FNC, isn't it? Looking at the handle of it, I think probably an FNC. C58 is going to be a Setme. Ah, yeah. So it's the original Setme rather than the G3, because it says Modello as well, rather than like whatever the German is for model. So yeah. The Setmes were the gun the basically Heckler and Koch bought the right to the G3. So the original G3. Also, that's in Fallout 3, isn't it? There's the rifle in that. EM2, as said. Grav is a Galil, isn't it? Looking at it, yeah, that's a Galil. It's the Galil H or whatever it's called, or the like big version of it. As in, it's got the full-size handguard with the bipod on it, rather than it being like my carbine one, which has the like plastic handle and no bipod, because it's designed, and it's obviously got the carbine barrel on my one. But yeah, it's definitely a Galil. So that's those. What's in submachine guns? MP5, which is obvious. That's an MP5. I'm pretty sure this might. Is that actually meant to be an Uzi, or is that meant to be something else? I haven't looked at the IMFDB. That doesn't actually look like an Uzi, so maybe that is really called a Milano, I don't know. AK-74U, that's obvious what that is. And again, I really like the way the bakelite and the wood looks in this game. It kind of renders it properly, the lighting. Yeah, like you're saying, Stug, it's got the proper sort of reflections, hasn't it, on all that stuff. KSP-45. No idea if that's a real thing or not, because there's so many obscure submachine guns. The Bullfrog is the Bison, as we were on about earlier in the stream, with the cylinder mag. Shame you can't zoom in on this mode, but yeah. So a Bison submachine gun. Mac 10, yeah, Mac 10 and Mac 11s are real things. Famously used by Chuck Norris in loads of Chuck Norris movies. LC10, again, don't know if that's a real thing or not, looks pretty cool. But PPSH 41, now we all know that's a real gun. Kind of want to unlock that because of, you know, it's a PPSH. Actually has like the old kind of beat up looking wood on it as well, like mine does, which is quite cool. OST9, that does look familiar, but I don't know if that's its real name. That looks like a Scorpion, actually. Is that meant to be a Scorpion, or is this something else? Because I know there's a couple of, like, guns of the Scorpion's, like, size and design. Yeah, it doesn't look exactly like... Nah, it doesn't have the charging handle of the Scorpion, does it? But Tech 9. Tech 9's a real thing. Again, another really cool little machine pistol thing. There's videos explaining it. Lapper, whatever that is. That looks pretty futuristic. Although, again, it looks a bit big for a submachine gun because it looks like just a really scaled down AR kind of design. So that's those tactical rifles, Type 63, so that's an SKS, but it's the Chinese one that actually used an AK mag by the look of it, because they did really do that at one point, but sadly they never caught on, because, you know, if you could just buy a conventional SKS on the US, like, surplus market, which took AK mags, that would be really cool. But, I think that's what it was meant to be anyway. It's definitely an SKS of some sort. yeah, just doing it to fuck the cops over. So M16, there you go. That's pretty obvious what that is. Armalite M16. It's not the old variant though, is it? Because it's got like the tactical, like more modern handle on it before they put the rails on them, but the not the old triangular handle. AUG, that's obviously a Steyr AUG. With its waffle mag and everything else. DMR-14, so that's an M14. I guess that's meant to be the designated marksman rifle variant of it, like the upgraded ones. Not a massive fan of the M14 myself. I mean, I'd love to shoot one, but obviously the history of the M14 is why the US had some other guns that weren't very good. Not sure what this is meant to be. Looks a bit like a G11. Don't know if it's meant to be a G11 or something else, but again, there's lots of weird prototype guns from the Cold War. Again, it says prototype, so it probably is something like the G11 while they're trying to avoid copyright. Light machine guns, Stoner 63. I think that's the real name of it, isn't it? But again, it's one of Eugene Stoner's kind of machine gun, light machine gun kind of guns. RPD. RPD is an RPD. Oh, look at the wood varnish on that. That's lovely. Yeah, alright, JJ. I really like the AUG. It's such a cool looking gun. There's actually deactivated ones for not too much at the moment, but again, I can't justify buying one. M60 machine gun. Everybody knows what that is, basically. I assume the M60 is still in service to some degree, isn't it, in the US Army? MG82. That's the Spanish one, isn't it, that one? That's the SETME one. Yeah, the real name of that, I can't remember exactly what the real name is, but it's the SETME machine gun. So if you want to actually look up what that is, that's the one that the SETME, when they did the SETME Owl, that was like the machine gun they did at the same point. Because yeah, that's definitely the Spanish machine gun, because it has the same furniture on as the SETME Owl. Yeah, exactly the same with me, JJ. Exactly the same with me. So that's that. Sniper rifles. Pellington, I guess, is meant to be Remington. But yes, that's one of the Remington bolt actions, isn't it? Pretty standard. Now, I'm pretty sure that's meant to be an Accuracy International L95, or not. Is it the L95? What's the proper name of it? L80. L96, isn't it? But you know, the Accuracy International rifle is one of those, I think, by the look of that. That's the Barrett M82, obviously. Big anti-material rifle. 20mm. Is that the French one, that one? Or is that meant to be like one of the Russian ones? But there's definitely... No, that's not the French one, is it? If that was a side-loading mag. Oh, and that's obviously. Oh, it's a fucking K31. I didn't realise that was in the game. Oh, that's cool, Stug. Yeah, the what's the name? It's the TOS, isn't it? The over/under in Stalker. But yeah, I kind of one of the gun shops near me. But yeah, the K31 is the last of the Schmidt-Rubins, as in the conventional ones. So yeah, if you look at that, you can get a Schmidt-Rubin in this. That's cool. I didn't realise that the K31 was in this. There's even got the Schmidt-Rubin's little ring cocking bit and safety on the back. But yeah, the K31 was the World War II Swiss bolt action, but basically it's a Schmidt-Rubin that's just massively better. Well, much shorter barrel, but, you know, higher tolerances to pressure. It's got a smaller mag as well, as you can see, rather than the big Schmidt-Rubin magazine, but... No, I've never had much interest in Escape from Tarkov, just because of all the microtransaction-y stuff they did at the beginning. How do I unlock that? Using sniper rifles, kill 5 or more enemies with critical kills rapidly 100 times. That probably would be quite hard to do, I imagine, especially because I don't like sniping, but I do like the fact there's a K31 in this game. That is cool. Pistols, we went through those, didn't we? Shotguns. Hauer 77 looks a bit like a trench gun. I don't know if it's meant to be. Can't remember what the actual model of the trench gun. It's a Winchester something or other, isn't it? The actual trench gun. Again, that looks nice. Yes and no, Dan. It's straight pull from the point of view of the user pulling the bolt back. The internal mechanics don't make it a straight pull. So it's a very nice, you know, smooth straight pull action for you as the user, but it's internally not a straight pull. I think on the video of my Schmidt-Rubin I've opened the bolt up on one of them to show how it works. But yeah, it's a very clever design. It's kind of like a rotating bolt inside, but it's straight pull from the user's perspective. So it means that, you know, as the person cocking it, it's a straight pull action. But it means you don't have to, like, put much force into it, because it is doing, you know, like the up, backwards and down bit. It's just done on a straight pull with a rotating mechanism. And it's actually straightforward to take apart and put back together being Swiss, which is quite cool. If it was the Germans, they wouldn't be able to do that. Spouse 12, obviously. If you're a big Austrian man, they're good to take into police stations, along with an AR-18, isn't it? Or an AR-180, the other gun he has in his other hand. Yeah, that's basically the thing I'm thinking of, Litter Picker, but there was one of those that happened in the Victorian era, which is the one I'm thinking of, but you could easily do that. That's a street sweeper, isn't it, that one? Oh, it actually is called the street sweeper. I know that's a technical name. That's meant to be a god-awful shotgun, isn't it, that, as cool as it looks? I think it was meant to be like a really shit mag on it, like that didn't load properly. And a cool old, like, repeating shotgun. That's cool. And that's it. Oh, Sigma 2, that's meant to be a Stinger by the look of it. So, you know, anti-aircraft weapon. One of the Baltic states supplied Ukraine with shitloads of Stingers in the last couple of days. So, doubt the Russians like the idea of that, but yeah. Stinger has always been a good anti-air thing. Probably a bit outdated now. An RPG-7, it's an RPG-7. So it's a bit weird in this, some of the guns have the real names and some don't. I guess it's a copyright thing, but... Yeah, an RPG-7, you know, probably the most famous anti-tank weapon ever made, in terms of numbers produced. Exactly, Dan, but still, yeah. But yeah, there you go, so that's, Actually, just before I go off, I know I said I was going off, but there's something I'm very interested in now. If I do multiplayer, and I do versus bots, does that let me use any gun I want to use? Because if so, free-for-all. I'm just wondering when the match starts, if I can actually pick any gun I want. If not, then... Oh, that's very cool, Rajiv. I mean, being on SNES, I'd have to emulate it. But yeah, Jaeger AP-74s are very nice looking, because again, that's the one the combat rifle basically is. Okay, can I modify any of these? Right, edit loadout. Let me just see if it will let me use every gun in the game. So, sniper rifles. Sadly not. Okay. Let's just use my EM2 then. Oh, it lets me put all the upgrades on it in this mode. That's interesting. Just not the, So I assume I'll swap to that when I die. And let's change the pistol to the AP-63. And just put all the shit on it just for shits and giggles. I know I'm going to die in a moment, I don't care because I'm just, it's against bots and I'm just playing about with the guns. Oh, I could dual wield it instead. Yeah, let's swap that for dual wield. Okay. Right, let me just get myself killed and then we'll have some fun. Don't even know where I'm getting shot at from. It's just free for all, isn't it, rather than team deathmatch. And like I said, I know these bots, I just want to see what this thing's like. Then I definitely will go off. But, like I said, some of these games are quite fun to just keep fucking about on. Which is probably why I'm having so much fun on this, because I like all the Cold War shit. Oh, well, of course I have to die first, though, so... There is that. Grab that M16 and try that out. Ooh. Obviously because these are bots, they're not very good. Right, I'm just going to let him kill me so we can swap to that loadout I was using, but... I won't make it too easy, I'll just stand still and... Oh. I want to die, yet there's... Can I stand under this and get crushed? No. Okay. Alright, there we go, finally got shot. Didn't it change my class? I thought I said I was going to custom 1. Oh, class will change next time you spawn. Right, I need to die again now. I might have even won by the point that, Right, come on, shoot me, shoot me. These bots are absolutely useless. I don't think we have anything to worry about with, like, Skynet if the real, like, AI killing machines are this awful. Come on, keep shooting me, keep shooting me. That's it. Right. I know I could hold grenade, but there we go. Right, here we go. Let's mess about the EM2 and the dual wielding the Oh yeah, these look good. Oh, I see. So when you dual wield it, it takes all the attachments off. Okay. Okay, yeah. I suppose that is what would happen if you tried to just dual wield machine pistols, but still. Yeah, the wood furniture on the EM2 looks really nice. It's such a shame the EM2 never became a thing because of, you know, America. Same reason they had picked the M14 as well, that same stupid weapons project. that was it. Yeah. Alright, punches, couches. Right, tell you what, I'll do one more game then before I go off against the bots, and I'll just run around with nothing but the PM63s, just dual wielding, see if I can kill the stupid bots. But yeah, I do want to try and unlock that K31 in the proper multiplayer at some point. I won't try and do that when I'm on the stream, but because there's a K31 in this, I want to do the K31. I change the map. Let's just do leave lobby. So I want to do versus bots. Change map. It's actually quite a lot of maps in this, isn't it, for a Call of Duty 21? I haven't actually even done driving yet. Let's do the mall map. I've not actually done the mall map before. So, the Pines is a mall. Let's do them. I think I've seen this in Gary's mod, like where somebody's converted this map to Gary's mod. We'll do free for all. Bot difficulty. Oh, let's put them on regular so they're at least more of a challenge. Is there any settings I can change? No. So, I'd like the fact if it let me just play around with any of the guns for this mode, but still. Yeah, let me just play about the PM63 for this. I'll just do it using one-handed with the upgrades on it. But yeah, Dan, PM126 if you've got two of them. There's actually a video where a guy does dual wield them on YouTube, and again, they're surprisingly kind of good for that, but he still doesn't hit what he's aiming at. Like he does when he uses it with one hand. Like, you know, one of them. But when he tries to do them, actually, let's just run around dual wielding them. But yeah, when he tries, you know, dual wielding them, he hits like everything but what he's aiming at. So if it was a person, he would have killed them. But because he was like aiming at like a little pumpkin or something, you know, he sprays the entire area around it with bullets, but not the It's kind of annoying now. He just takes them off screen to reload them. The cool thing about the PM63 is you can cock them against a flat surface. This reminds me a bit actually of the airport map in Modern Warfare. Yeah, retro malls make me nostalgic. I think they do for a lot of people. There's something like both creepy about the old mall kind of look and nostalgia-wise. I'm nearly out of ammo for them. That's not good. Just use the EM2. Don't know if a helicopter would be very good on a mall map, but... Should we take the, swap them for the spaz? Oh, I'm dead now anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll have full ammo for the, Yeah, to be honest, I do quite like this game though. Like I said, it surprised me because I haven't liked any of the new CODs for ages, and I've not even bothered buying a load of them, you know. Now and again there's been free weekends, and I didn't even enjoy them on the free weekends. But, like I said, this one is, I'm surprisingly liking. Oh, it's landed on that bit of the roof, look. Oh no. Oh well. Oh, I have noticed something inaccurate in this. When a PM63 is cocked, the slide is back. Not like this. So it's... If I remember right, the PM63, when you always fire it, always has the slide back, doesn't it? From every video I've seen of people shooting them. Because that slide looks like it's in line with the... Yeah, it's in line with like where the stock folds in. Which isn't what happens on the PM63, as far as I'm aware. The slide is always like, you know, further back for the first shot. I think, anyway. I might be wrong. That might also be if you've like locked the slide back before you shoot it, I don't know. Probably a good idea to work out where how far it goes back before it pings you in the eye. Radio House rather than Radio Shack. It might be, though, I'm thinking of like a mag hold open thing on it as well. I don't actually know, because like I said, I've never shot one, so... I've only seen videos of people shooting them, but on loads of those videos it always seems like the, you know, slide is in the backwards position before they start shooting it. Let's try again another care package and see if it actually lands underneath the thing. Let's use the SKS. Well, I've only got like 3 more kills, haven't I, until the game ends. Oh, and it's landed on the roof again. I don't know, Dan, for some reason I'm liking it, even though I didn't think I would that much. But it was more just because I haven't played a multiplayer game in ages, so I might as well get something like this. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching the stream, everybody, because I've been on probably over 2 hours now, when I originally planned on doing like a maybe 40-minute stream, so there you go. But anyway, I hope you liked some Cold War gun porn, because that's what this basically was for. And also because of the fact that the player skin I've got is, you know, like Iranian embassy, you know, Operation Nimrod era SAS sort of skin. Which I think that's basically what that's exactly meant to be, isn't it? Looking at the equipment. Old sort of flak jacket without a liner in it. S6 with a flash hood on it, yeah. Sort of the blue boiler suit looking raiding thing. D-cell right angle torch with the red filter on it. But yeah, see you everybody, thanks for watching. And I've enjoyed playing this and chatting with everybody tonight.